Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you through this topic, rates, ratios, proportions, and percentages. And for this lesson, we're going to cover percentage decrease. So we're going to see what percentage decrease is all about and some of the problems involving percentage decrease. So we have also some questions at the end of the lesson just to help you practice and just to help you check on your understanding of the concept as discussed through the lesson. So we will go through some questions just to help us illustrate what it means when we talk about percentage decrease. So what does it mean to talk about percentage decrease? So percentage decrease, it says the difference between starting and ending values. It shows a loss of value from the original value expressed as a percentage regardless of the unit. So the amount of decrease in the original, so this is in the original, so we say the amount of decrease in the original, this is in the original amount minus the final amount. That is basic concept on how we are going to do percentage decrease. So we have our first example here, address which was initially costing 1,200 now goes for 960 shillings, you see. So what's the percentage decrease? So how do you go about this? So if you want to do this, first of all, you have to get the difference between the original value and the final one. So what is the difference? So we start by finding what decrease is. So the decrease in this case is going to be 1,200, which was the initial price for this commodity, minus 960. So again, this is something we discussed previously on how to do the differences. So we have 1200 and we are subtracting 960. So how do I arrive at this value? So 0 subtract 0. Here we have to borrow 1 from 2 to make this 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Now we have borrowed 1 from 2, it's 1, but 1 can't subtract 9, so you have to borrow 1 again from 1 to make this 11. 11 minus 9 is 2. That means the difference between 1,200 and 960 is 240. So we say now percentage. So the symbol used for percentage is that. So percentage decrease. So percentage decrease is equals to decrease over the original value and then you multiply by 100. So our decrease in this case is 240. We subtract by the, we divide by the original value, which is 1,200, and the result is supposed to multiply by 100. Remember, we also talked about how we convert fractions to percentages by simply multiplying the fraction by 100. So this is going to give us, so we have this 0 cancels that, this cancels that, and then we have now 12 here, 1, 12 there, 2. So 2 by 10 is 20. So this percentage decrease is 20%. Percentage decrease is 20%. So that is basically what you are supposed to do. So let's see another example here. So a farmer harvested 250 bags of maize in a season. If he had sold 200 bags, what percentage of his crops does this represent? See, so a farmer harvested 250 bags of maize in a season. He sold out this. So there is a big reduction here. So you can find the percentage. See, so let's try and answer this question. So what percentage of his crops does this represent? See, this one here. So maybe what we can do, we can find the percentage decrease, and then we subtract from what they had, we'll be able to represent, we'll be able to get the reduction. So they sold out 200 bags. Initially they had 250. So maybe this one here, we will simply express this as a fraction of the original so that we get the percentage of the number of bags that are sold out. So percentage sold, this is going to be 200 over 250, and this multiplies by 100. So let's try and solve this. So now you have 0 cancels 0, 25 here, 125 goes there, 4. And now you have 20 multiplied by 4. So now you have 20 multiplied by 4. So we'll only multiply 2 by 4 and then we add 0. 2 by 4 is 8. And this is going to be 80%. So what is sold is 80%. So what is the reduction? So we can talk of maybe percentage decrease, which is not really asked in the question, but supposedly you wanted to find the percentage decrease. Then it is going to be 100%. Actually, this becomes the decrease, this one here, whatever has been, we have calculated here, because now what we had was 250 and now we have 200. You see, we have 200 bags sold. So what is sold now in this case becomes the decrease, the percentage decrease. You see, the number of bags, the number here is reduced by 200. So that becomes the decrease. So it is actually this one here. So take note of that. Let's see this. We now want to decrease 80 pounds by 30%. See. So now we have the percentage decrease here as 30%. So if you want to decrease it, then it means the new value should be equal to 70%, because now total percentage is 100. So if you reduce it by 30%, it means the new value is at 70%. It was 100%, but you have reduced it by 30%. So what do we get if you do that? So that is 70 over 100, and then you multiply by 80 pounds, and that is going to give us 56 pounds. See, so if you decrease a value like 80 by 30%, then it means our new value is going to be 70%. So you reduce 100 by 30 so that we have 70, and that 70 you express it over 100 times 80. So in this case now, we have been given the percentage decrease. So we have percentage decrease, the original value, the new value, any of them can be asked at any time. So we have a jumper costing 13.2 pounds is reduced by 15% in a sale. Calculate the new price of the jumper. So now we have the percentage decrease here. Again, you will have to reduce this by 30%, I mean 15%. If the total percentage is 100, so you try reduce it by 15. So that will be 80%. So maybe you indicate new percentage. So that is going to be total 100. We subtract 15, and that is going to be 85%. Then we have new value or new cost. So this is going to be 85%. And again, take note of this word by can be reduced to or reduced by. So if it's reduction by, then that becomes the percentage decrease. So of course, percentage now is a fraction whose denominator is 100, and then you multiply by the original price, which is 13.20, can simply be written as 13.2. So how do you solve this again? You just multiply the numerators, and then you divide by 100. So we have 132. Maybe let me do it on this other side. 132. Remember, we only have one decimal place, 0 decimal places, 1 decimal place. So total, our answer should have 1 decimal place. So multiplied by 85. So 5 by 2 is 10, 0 carry. 1, 5 by 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, 6 carry. 1 and 5 by 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So 8 by 2, so I add 0 there, 8 by 2 is 16, 6 carry 1. 8 by 3 is 24, plus 1 is 25, 5 carry 2, and 8 by 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So you need to do the addition here. So we have 0, 2, because of 12, 2 carry 1, 11, 12 again, 2 carry 1, 1, 1. So you should have 1 decimal place. So this is where our 1 decimal place is going to be. So we have 1,122 as the answer. So this is going to be 1,122 divided by 100. The whole number, this is where the decimal point is finally. So you move the decimal point to the left 2 steps because of the 2 zeros down here. And this is going to be 11.22. And of course, this unit is given in terms of pounds. So that is how you're able to get the new value. See, when you reduce that new old value by 15%, you end up with a new value of 11.22 pounds. So again, we have Daniel has 3,600 pounds. He spends 27% of this money. How much does he have left? So again, what is left will be, so we get new percentage. So new percentage is going to be 100 minus 27.5. So maybe you have 100.00, or maybe let me use 10 because I have only 1 decimal place here. So you are subtracting 27.5. So we have to borrow 1 all the way from here. So this becomes 0, 9, 9, 10 minus 5 is 5. This one is 9. No. So 9 minus 7 is 2. And then we have 9 minus 7 is 9 minus 2 here is 7. So 72.5%. So we have our new percentage here, 72.5%. Then what is left? So we have amount left. After the expenditure should be the new percentage, which is 72.5. You divide by 100, and then you multiply by the old value, which is 3600. So this is relatively easier to solve. So we have this 0 cancelling that, and this one cancelling that. And now I have 36 multiplied by 72.5. So we have 36 multiplied by 72.5. So now we have 0 decimal places, 1 decimal. It means the answer will have 1 decimal place. So again, as we did in the previous example, we just have 725 multiplied by 36. 6 by 5 is 30, 0, 0 carry 3. 6 by 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15, 5 carry 1. 6 by 7 is 42 plus 1 is 43. Add 0, 3 by 5 is 15, 5 carry 1, 3 by 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7, 3 by 7 is 21. So you write 21, you fill in the spaces left using zeros. This one is addition, this is multiplication. So 0, 0 carry 1, 1 carry 1, because this is 10 plus the one we carried over from the other side, that is 11, 1 carry 1, 5, 6, and this is 2. It means my result here should be, so we have how many decimal places? 1. So result is 26, and of course these are pounds. So we have 26, 10, 2,610 pounds left. So we have a few questions to help you practice on what we've been learning. You can always attempt, post the responses in the comment section. We'll be looking at them and you'll be able to give feedback in the due course. Otherwise, that marks the end of the lesson for now. Until next time, goodbye.